Hello everybody. White and Nerdy Man here again with another episode of Slay the Spire. We're just going to hop right back into the run that we were going on. We are so close to victory. I can taste it. We might be able to actually win this one, and if we do, celebration, my first official win recorded, and we could have quite possibly jinxed ourselves right there. We shall see. Once again, we're going to revert back to our last relic decision. I remember picking the empty cage, thinking that I'd be able to eliminate the Necronoma curse, but I will not. Considering the other two relic rewards, it'd be okay to get rid of Shame and also Clash, but also we already said no to the Snecko Eye. I don't want to start each battle confused. I think that's just going to add too much risk to our precariously perched run. Cursed Key, gain energy, so we'll have 5 energy to work with, but whenever I open a non-boss chest, obtain a curse, but that could potentially work in our benefit because we would gain max HP each time we were to open a chest, and we only have one more chest to open. You know, I'm feeling a little bit daring. As much as I want to really go big or go home with this run, let us go ahead and just take the Cursed Key. We'll encounter at least one chest, so to only get one curse. And if we get to a shop, whenever we get to the next shop, we'll just remove Shame. We're stuck with the Necronoma curse. That's never going to go away. But I think we have enough card draw to counteract any potential drawbacks. Let me turn down the volume here just a little bit. Now, we are in the third act, the last level of the Spire, the Beyond. We have the path laid before us. So let us go ahead and consider our options before we go. Right off the bat, I see the store. We have a little bit of money to work with to go ahead and just get rid of Shame, depending on what kind of relics we might have. I think it's a favorable path to choose. So let's go ahead and just start off with combat number 1. Yeah, as I said, this is the third act of the Slay the Spire that has 3 acts, 3 levels, so we are getting closer and closer to the end of our run. Now, let us see and consider our options. These particular enemies aren't too bad. They will do like what that one elite enemy from like the first level will do, and that's just shuffle a bunch of dazes into the deck. I don't even know if they actually attack, to be honest with you, but this guy has some thorns going on, so whenever we attack him, he'll deal 3 damage back to us. So, tell you what, we could just go ahead. Let's inflame. We have 5 energy to work with now because of Cursed Key. That's going to be incredible, I feel like. We can go ahead and just attack him for 10 damage. Get almost enough block to block, well, the thorn damage. I honestly think that's a good idea, actually. So we'll attack. 46. This will kill him, actually, because of the Necronomicon. It'll probably count as 2 attacks, so yeah, we took a little bit more damage than what I wanted, but it's okay. I think we will do just fine. Pommel Strike for card draw. Nothing else we could do this turn, so we'll just go ahead and make our way. These guys are going to get some days going into our deck, but once again, I'm really excited for how this run is going. Admittedly, I'm a little bit nervous, just because it's just, the pressure is there, man. It's on, and I'm extremely excited just to see how things wrap up. And Bludgeon for the win, along with Blood for Blood. The wonderful OP-ness that is the Necronomicon. Such an incredible find last run. We got some money. Gambler's Brew, just to replace the last potion slot. Discard any number of cards, then draw that many. That'll be good in a desperate situation, I feel like. We have the potential to add Warcry to our deck. Draw 1 card, put a card from your hand on top of your draw pile. I think we'll be okay. I'm not going to mess with our current build synergy going on. Now let's hop on by the merchant and see what he has for sale. Let me see. So we could buy another bludgeon card, maximize our potential for damage. We could do flex, gain 2 strength, lose 2 strength at the end of the turn. Not too bad. Whenever a card is exhausted, gain 3 block. That's a power. Feel no pain. We will forego that for now. Secret Technique. pull a skill from your draw pile and into your hand. We're not too skill-based in this particular deck. Yeah, we only have, like, a very handful of skills. So we'll go ahead and forego that. Relic, Warpaint. Upon pickup, upgrade 2 random skills. We don't have enough for Frozen Egg, unfortunately. And Brimstone, at the start of your turn, gain 2 strength, and all enemies gain 1 strength. That's a little bit of a negative for me. I don't want the enemies getting any stronger just because we really don't have a sufficient way to defend ourselves effectively. We are a pretty much give it all that we got as soon as we can, otherwise we're just going to fall apart if we prolong things too long. We unfortunately do not have enough money to get both Relic and also remove Shame. So let's just see when/if we will have a chance to encounter another store. We do, but it's laced with a lot of combat, but with some a good moderate amount of campfires in between. So tell you what, we will go ahead and just go with the nominative upgrade. We got Defend and Battle Trance upgraded. And Battle Trance will draw 4 cards instead of just 3. Once again, cannot draw additional cards this turn. And we also, one of our blocks got an upgrade, so that's not too bad. I think that's worth the purchase. Well, thank you. I like your haircut too. Yeah? Okay. Let's just keep going. Nothing really else to spend the money on. I could have actually considered the potions, but I think we're in a good enough spot at the moment. Once again, we have an extra life if things were to really go south. Now let's just go to the next combat. This guy should be fairly simple, I think, to take down. He's going to start off with 10 damage and a debuff, and he has strength up. At the end of his turn, he will gain 3 strength, so it's kind of like the cultist, except he doesn't have a turn to prep for that. We're going to go ahead and go Battle Trance just to see if we get Bludgeon. Unfortunately, we did not, but it's okay. We'll be doing a bunch of damage to him right on the get-go. We could negate all this damage with Iron Wave and Defend and just go for like a Pommel Strike. Let's just go ahead and do that. Defend, so we know for sure that we're not taking any damage. Shame gives us Frail, but we've already got up all the defense that we need. We have Burn, so he shuffled 1 burn card into our draw pile and 1 into our discard pile. So that'll be interesting to see how that goes, but it's okay because dead. Gotta love the Necronomicon. Let us claim our rewards. Poison Potion applies 6 poison. Now, poison is going to be a central element to the next character class that will unlock the Silent, depending on what build that we have going for that class. They lose HP equal to the amount of poison stacks that they have each turn, and then it goes down by 1 stack each turn. We're going to leave that alone. I think Artifact is going to be too good to replace. And Gambler's Brew, I think it'll be good in a pinch. Reckless Charge, deal 10 damage, shuffle a Dazed into your draw pile. Honestly, I really don't want to pollute with my deck with too many curses or too many status cards. We're going to skip it and go on to the question mark up here and see what event that we will stumble across. While walking and traversing through the chaos of the Spire, your thoughts suddenly begin to feel very real. Imaginings of monsters and riches begin to manifest themselves into reality. The sensation is quickly fleeting. What do you do? I am War. Fight a boss from Act 1. Obtain a rare relic. I am Awake. Upgrade all cards. You can no longer heal. Or I am Rich. Gained 999 gold. Cursed. You get 2 cards of Normality. While in the hand, you cannot play for more than 3 cards this turn. Although that we would gain a lot of HP from that, 12, because of our Darkstone Periapt there. That would be detrimental, I feel like. It's because we have the extra energy to work with. I wouldn't want to do that. So what we are going to do is we're going to fight a boss from Act 1 so we can get a relic. Ooh, okay. This is the Dom Slime, Ote, whatever have you. He can be particularly annoying, but I think with the current build that we have going on, we will be just fine. No worse for wear. We'll go ahead and wear him down a little bit. Do a pommel strike, just to get the card draw rocking and rolling. We will actually go ahead and we will have enough to make him split, because what these slimes do at the end of their turn is that they will split into two smaller versions of themselves, and they will each one of those versions will have the same amount of HP that is left over before the split, if that makes any sense. So we're going to gain 5 block, deal 8 damage, and each one of the slimes that he will split into will have 65 HP. But I think we'll be in an okay spot. These slimes themselves I don't think will deal a horrendous amount of damage. 16, that's not good. It's not bad either. Bash, we can... Honestly, the only thing that we can really do is play Bash twice. We'll actually make him split again. And unfortunately, as great as that debuff is, that we have 6 sacks of vulnerable, whenever these stupid slimes split, they do not carry over their status effects with them. That's just like a fresh new monster. Unfortunate. And honestly, we'll just... Honestly, let's just end the turn there. I mean, it's not like we're going to have any damage to block to, because another advantage of splitting up these slimes is that we actually interrupt their attack whenever we do that, and each one of those slimes that he's going to split into will have only 22 HP. So I think I am actually glad that we kept Cleave. I think this, yeah, Cleave, so we'll be able to deal damage to all enemies. We do Bludgeon for the win and just absolutely wreck this guy's face. Yeah, let's just do that. Just get this slime completely out of the way. It's gone. Cleave. We deal damage to all enemies. We could defend. It's going to be the same amount as to whether or not we would play. We would have Orichalcum, so that basically negates that one's usefulness. That one's going to try to debuff us for weak, but because of Ginger, we can no longer become weakened. I love that fact. We will be taking some damage. Only about 4, which is fine. We'll be healing for 6 at the end of the fight, and I'm pretty sure we just got this in the bag, honestly. Lick immune. Haha, I am immune to your licking. We'll just go ahead and, well, anger won't be enough to kill. We could just go extreme overkill and just bludgeon, but honestly, cleave, strike, and down. I just love how incredible this build is. This is quite awesome. 100 gold. Champion belt. Whenever you apply vulnerable, apply 1 weak. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is going to synergize nicely with Bash, especially if we are able to play Bash twice, because of the Necronomicon. We can really severely weaken an enemy that way. And let's see what card it will offer us. Sword Boomerang Plus. Deal 3 damage to a random enemy 4 times. I'm just going to skip this. Once again, don't want to mess up what we got going on, you know what I mean? Don't speak. You might ruin it. On to the next question mark. As you head upwards, hopping from one floating shape to another, you begin to fall. Oh no, I hate this event. While in free fall, you consider your options. Land safely with one of your greatest techniques. Channel a power to survive the fall. Strike at the wall to hang onto it. Okay. So we're at a little bit of a crossroads here. We could lose one of our defense. Thankfully, it's not the upgraded one. I thought I was going to be targeting the upgraded defense. We can lose our inflame power, or we can lose one of our strikes. Now we have to consider, if we lose a strike, it'll decrease the effectiveness of perfected strike. So honestly, I'm a little bit remiss to lose a defense since we already have a poor defense strategy, I would say. I mean, the best defense is a good offense in our deck situation. Let's just go ahead and get rid of defend. You land with extreme grace before continuing on. Yeah, that's just the thing, is that sometimes these events are not always positive. You kind of have to weigh those options, but we were in a good place where we could survive, and we're actually going to come up on a campfire. And since we are at completely full HP, we'll just go ahead and just upgrade a card, just to make ourselves much more effective. Now, we could upgrade Perfected Strike, which is always in our hand. It'd be good for like a nice opening blow, or we could upgrade Blood for Blood, increasing the damage a bit, and also decreasing the initial cost, which would be fantastic. Now, we have to be careful with the Blood for Blood, because if we end up losing a lot of HP and it goes to 0, it won't get played twice by Necronomicon anymore. Just something to keep in the back of our brains as we go along here. Let us upgrade Perfected Strike. Since we have it at the get-go each and every turn, it's going to increase the damage, I think, by 6, because it's 1 additional damage now. 3 instead of 2. We are going to... I would love to fight the elite enemy, but honestly, I feel like we are in a good enough relic situation to just forego that enemy for now. Yeah, let's just skip the elite enemy and just go straight to normal combat. Okay, so we have 3 jaw worms here. They're immediately getting a debuff at the beginning. Immediately getting a buff at the beginning of the turn here. We could automatically annihilate one of them right off the get-go. So what we're going to do is we're just going to shred the living crap out of the one that's going to be attacking us. So that'll clear us up for next turn. Let's just go ahead and just strike you in the front here for a good significant amount of damage. Gotta love that initial boost that we're getting from the mutagenic Ichor. No, mutagenic strength. Can't remember what game mutagenic Ichor is from. Anyhow, so we got some curses going on in our hand, but we get to see the full effect of Bash just being used to its optimum efficiency. Killed him because of the vulnerable stacks. Unfortunately, we will be taking some damage. We'll be taking 7. Not extremely optimal. Honestly, Anger is kind of vestigial at this point. It's just going to do 6 and just negate his block. Why not? We might as well play it just so we can get the copy of it going. And if we play Defend, we'll end up taking more damage than what we would have if we did not. Yeah, we get a Frail, but it's okay. We're just going to take the damage. I anticipate by next turn, he will bite the dust. Let's go ahead and do Battle Trance. My hand is full, but it is all good. We will play Blood for Blood. I guess you can hold a maximum of up to 10 cards. Yeah, 10 cards in your hand, so you want to keep that in mind whenever you're rolling some card draw. Pommel Strike, and just regular strike. Dead as a doornail. And we're only 1 HP the lesser from it. Get some money. Uppercut is our card here. Deal 13 damage, apply 2 weak, apply 2 vulnerable. It's strictly better than Bash, actually. I am considering it. Since we did lose Defend... Yeah, that's fine. Since we did lose Defend, that we have a good balanced 20 cards. I think that'll be good. We could even toy with the possibility of deleting Bash because of that card. We still need to... Well, you can only delete 1 card per shop, so we'll have to consider that. Okay, you duck into a small hut. Inside, you find what appears to be a forge. The smithing tools are covered with dust, yet a fire roars inside the furnace. You feel on edge. So, we have the option to forge. We can upgrade a card in our deck. Rummage, obtain a special relic, but become cursed. Pain, while in the hand, lose 1 HP whenever you play another card. This could count for making Blood for Blood's cost go down. But at the same time, we're not playing very defensively. I want to preserve as much HP as we can. Only not lose it for the sake of losing it, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. So we'll just upgrade. No harm in that whatsoever, in my opinion. Blood for Blood, once again, tantalizing. The increased damage is always a plus. We could do Iron Wave Plus, gain 7 block, deal 7 damage. Anger is a good alternative as well. All the Anger duplicates that we'll get will be upgraded, so we'll have a bunch of that going on. We can Inflame Plus and gain 3 strength instead of 2. That could potentially... I think that would work out, actually. Yeah, let's go Inflame. I was thinking about Blood for Blood, but honestly, I just don't want it to end up costing 0 at the end of the battle, as weird as that sounds, just because we'll lose the edge of the Necronomicon for that one. But you decide to put the forge to use, and clang, 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 you improve your arsenal. Don't you know it? Okay, so we will receive a curse whenever we open this chest. But it's a bit of a double-edged sword. We will get 6 max HP whenever we get a curse. But depending on what this curse is, it could be really bad. Let's just hope the relic inside is worth it. Regret. At the end of your turn, okay, we lose the HP. Toxic Egg. Whenever you add a skill to your deck, upgrade it. I think we will preferably get... Oh, okay, and we have just locked ourselves into... Oh no, I didn't take the path that I wanted to take because I am an idiot. I should have gone the other way. I even mapped that out. I wonder how many people were like, what are you doing? We're going to go straight into the path of an elite enemy. We're going to go with confidence. I've never fought this enemy before. What is this creature? Nemesis. He's going to do some sort of debuff. Battle trance it up. No bludgeon, unfortunately, but deal 16 damage, apply 2 weak and 2 vulnerable to cut down his attack and to make him more vulnerable to attack. I can roll with that. So we have got some extreme, I mean, just the ridiculous stacking because of Champion Belt. Whenever we apply vulnerable, we apply a weak, so it's just, yeah, that's incredible. Let's just hope that he doesn't have a skill that negates debuffs or anything like that. Perfected Strike, just to cut him up just a wee bit. Pummel Strike, you know, just for a little bit more card draw. I am quite disappointed that, Ooh, look at all those burns. And Intangible. Oh, that is a shame. So with Intangible, he is only... Oh man, this is not optimal. With Intangible, this is an interesting buff. Reduce all damage taken and HP loss to 1. So our strongest cards will avail us nothing. Unplayable at the end of the turn, lose HP to the number of equal to the number of cards in your hand. Let's just go ahead and play all the cards. Not that we're really dealing any damage whatsoever, but we don't want Regret to hurt us that badly, so we'll only be losing 2 HP. Well, let's see. I think that the HP loss will be applied before Orichalcum comes up with Defend. Yes. Okay, actually, oh, it went straight to my HP damage, so he's going to be dealing 6 damage. Not too horrible. We're still good. His Intangible has worn off, so Bludgeon for the win. That is the theme song of this deck. That could have gone a lot worse, but we got an interesting, whenever you add an attack card into your deck, upgrade it. See, the bad thing is that we have a lot of these relics, like Toxic Egg, that automatically upgrade cards when you put them in the deck, but we haven't been adding too many cards. Deal 7 damage and apply 1 vulnerable to all enemies. That would synergize well with Champion Belt, but we're going to skip it. We survived the elite enemy. I'm happy about that. We're going to go ahead and go to Campfire just to upgrade a card. We'll just worry about HP regen, but we do have a lot more HP to work with for whenever we have the final boss coming up very shortly. Once again, extremely excited, extremely nervous, everything in between. We will upgrade... Okay, this time I will go ahead and upgrade Blood for Blood, just to get that damage increase. Just to deal as much damage as we possibly can right out of the gate. There's really not... There's not too much of a point for us to do combat anymore because, you know, we have money, but we are not going to a store anymore because of my stupidity. But question mark could be... It could spell trouble. Let's just go for it. Okay, see? Trouble, as in this enemy right here. So this enemy has Malleable, like that very annoying other plant enemy. Upon receiving attack damage, gains 3 block. Block gain increases as Malleable is triggered. Resets to 3 at the start of this thing's turn. Reactive, upon receiving attack damage, it changes its intent. So it'll change its move depending on how many times it's been attacked in a turn. So we're gonna go Bludgeon. Just kicking the living snot out of this thing. We're gonna go Perfected Strike, making it change its intent again. We will receive some damage. We'll receive, 15 damage. Centennial Puzzle triggers, getting us some card draw. Blood for Blood, Honestly, free attack at this point. It's going to change its intent. Inflame, just to get some strength. Battle Trance. That's a nasty attack. Bash. And it's dead. I just love how quickly we are able to eliminate all these enemies. Okay, 13 gold. Essence of Steel. Gain 4 plated armor. Plated armor is interesting. It's kind of like a passive armor buff. So what it is that based on how many stacks of plated armor that you have, you gain that much block at the end of your turn. So we would have 4, we would get 4, but you lose 1 stack for every time you receive HP damage. We'll just skip it. I feel like our other potions are better. We'll skip rewards, go to the next question mark. Hopefully it's not another combat, but we'll see. Navigating through the beyond, you discover a glowing tesseract spinning and shifting gently in the air. Do I want to touch this? We shall see. You touch it. A sharp pain flows through you, followed by vivid flashes of a distant memory. Whose memories are these? We can recall, add 1 colorless card to our deck, lose no HP. 2 colorless cards, lose 5 HP, or 3, lose 10. Let's just add 1. We don't even have to do it. Mind Blast. Innate, so it'll be in our hand each turn. Deal damage equal to the number of cards in your draw pile. That is interesting. Each turn we'll have at least 15. So it's not horrible. We'll skip it. Fear. A demonic creature towers above you, wings spread wide as it howls with laughter. Dead bodies of a tribe surround you while the village is engulfed in terrible dark flames. The demon calls out, taunting you. You really are the strongest now. Ha ha. Hee hee. This laughter echoes forever. We will leave that, and we have 1 more combat before dun 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 dun, the final boss. This creature is annoying because of a particular debuff that it can, and often does, apply. Okay, so we have a decision to make here. We can do uppercut first, then bludgeon, or bludgeon, then uppercut. Honestly, bludgeon is going to yield immediately much more damage. But we will do an uppercut just to get some stacks of vulnerable and weak on this thing. We will only take 6 damage. But I think at the next campfire we will just rest so we will have the optimum and maximum HP. We'll go ahead and go Battle Trance because why not? Hand is full, that's okay. We'll Inflame plus to get 3 strength. 25, 25, and it is completely dead. Well, more than 25 because of the vulnerable, but man, so good. More money, but money is going to be useless to us at this point. Liquid Bronze, gain 3 thorns. We'll forgo it. Clash plus, I'm going to skip it. We have no heartfelt feelings at all for Clash at this point. Perhaps another day, perhaps another run. Alright, gang, this is it. We'll be resting in the 50th and final floor of the Spire. Is ours. Will we win? Will we retreat in terror and in shame? Well, there's only one way to find out. Let's just get right to it. Okay. So this creature is interesting. He's immediately going to start off doing a pretty moderate amount of damage. His buffs, at the end of a turn, he will heal for 10 HP. So we'll need to eliminate him pretty quickly. Curiosity, whenever you play a power card, he'll gain 1 strength. And this enemy has not awakened just yet. So we'll just go ahead and play 1 power card. He will gain 1 strength, but it's okay. It's the only power card that we have that I'm really aware of. We can go ahead and deal Perfected Strike to this enemy, but we honestly ought to kill his cultist lackeys first. But why not just go ahead and cleave to do damage to everybody involved here? We will do Perfected Strike on this fellow. It's a bit of overkill, but it's okay. We will be taking some damage this turn. Let's just go with straight defend. We'll be taking 13 damage instead of 21. And once again, we do have an extra life to roll with if things go really sour. Centennial Puzzle triggers card draw. He heals for HP, which sucks. But what you gonna do? There's really nothing that we can do about it. So we're gonna roll with the strictly better than bash uppercut on the awakened one over there and really make him vulnerable. We're gonna hit this guy with anger. You do 13 damage, apply vulnerable. Yes, because that should be enough to kill him, I think. Plus 50% more. Barely enough to kill him. We will be receiving some damage this turn. Some, but not a whole lot. Just need to get those cultists out of the way because they will keep getting stronger each and every turn. Let's go Pommel Strike for card draw. Battle Trance will be good, but there is a drawback. We need to make sure, with Regret, that's going to hurt us for a little bit. Let's go ahead and... yeah, we might as well just go for it. We have Bludgeon. Yeah, that Bludgeon's going to kick the living crap out of that guy. We will receive, I guess including Regret, 6 damage to our HP, and however much that is going to take out of us. Let's go ahead... yeah, there's really nothing that we have that costs 0. Orichalcum's going to get a little bit of block rolling for us. We're about halfway down, which makes me a bit nervous. But this guy will soon be halfway down himself. We're going to roll with a Pommel Strike. We're going to uppercut this bad boy. It gets played twice. Go Anger. Cleave. And that will be enough to get him to transform into my final form. Let's go ahead and we'll wait for the artifact for now. But he'll be more powerful whenever he awakens. Yeah, he gains 300 HP more back and 41 damage. Holy crap. This is going to hurt. So, my thought is bash to get him vulnerable and weakened, so we will not be taking nearly as much damage. Blood for blood. Strike. Defend before we get frail. We will be taking 22 damage. Dark Echo. He'll only be dealing 14 damage, so honestly, we may have this in the bag. We will see. He already has vulnerable, so Perfected Strike will hurt. Probably should have done Pommel Strike first, but Anger. Pommel Strike. Let's just do Uppercut again, because that's going to be more in our favor and benefit. Gain Orichalcum. Probably should have done an Artifact. Potion. Void. Let's see. He will be dealing 24 damage. This is getting really intense, guys. My heart is pounding. With Orichalcum, we'll be okay. Even if we didn't play Orichalcum, we'll be alright. I'm pretty sure everybody's watching. It's like, I'm getting really nervous. Don't worry, I am too. We will survive by 1 HP if we play Iron Wave. Then we'll maximize the amount of damage that we do this turn. Oh, and plus we have Fairy in a Bottle, so we'll have 10 max HP to work with as well. Man, this is tense, guys. Yeah, we're just going to maximize the damage that we do this turn. We got Frail, but it's okay. We'll be okay. We're at 1 HP remaining. Oh my gosh. We did it. We've done it. We've done it, guys. We have achieved victory. The Spire has been slain. Oh man, this is awesome. I'm not really sure how to react. We're coming to the chamber here. Thump, thump, thump. A deep, pulsing dread can be felt throughout the room. Is this the heart of the Spire? The source of this evil? You ready your blade. You deal 754 damage. The heart squirms and bleeds, but is ultimately still pounding. Are your mightiest attacks not enough? You ask yourself, have I been here before? You feel that you have dealt a total of 1,634 damage to the heart. I think that's from wherever I won my previous run. A total of, great gravy, 14,636,643,707 damage has been dealt by all who have challenged it. The heart pulses louder and louder as your consciousness fades, and our only option is to sleep. Victory? Interesting. So that is the ending of Slay the Spire. Oh man, so we also got some permanent progress, so whenever you finish a run, be it you win or lose, you get permanent progress for your character. It'll unlock more cards to be used in the future run, or also more relics. Guys, that was absolutely incredible. I am extremely excited. I'm not really sure what to say. Usually I do not win these things, so it's fantastic. So we got some new cards that'll be appearing in our new run. Heavy Blade. Deal 14 damage. Strength affects this card 3 times. Spot Weakness. If the enemy intends to attack, gain 3 strength. Limit Break. Double your strength and exhaust. Yeah. We also unlocked our new character class, the Silent. We'll be definitely trying her out for the next run. And yeah, we'll just keep going from here. Thank you guys so much for watching this. We're just going to, I guess, let the credits play in the background here. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. We're going to call the episode right here. Next episode, we'll be starting with the new character class that we just unlocked, the Silent. I'm extremely excited to see how this goes. Who knows, we might win 2 runs in a row. For me, I would say highly unlikely, but I'm so thankful to have shared my first true victory, not the daily climb, but the true victory with you guys here on this Let's Play. If you like what you saw, just hit like, leave a comment, subscribe. I would greatly enjoy that. Have any feedback for me, just let me know about that as well. We literally survived by the skin of our teeth, 1 HP. How frickin' epic that is. That just, wonderful. Anyhow, thanks again for watching. I am whiteandnerdyman, and we will see you next time on Slay the Spire.